In a quiet African village, under the shade of an ancient baobab tree, Ayo and Zuri met every evening. As children, they carved their names into its bark. As teens, they whispered dreams beneath its branches. One day, Ayo left to seek fortune in the city, promising to return. Seasons passed, but Zuri waited, believing in their love. One evening, as she sat beneath the baobab, a traveler approached. His face was shadowed by the fading light. In his hand, he held a carved wooden pendant shaped like a baobab leaf. "I promised I'd return," he said. Zuri's heart pounded, but something felt off. His voice was familiar yet distant, and his eyes, those eyes, Zuri's breath caught in her throat. She reached for the pendant, her fingers trembling over the smooth wood. "Ayo?" she whispered. The traveler stepped closer, the moonlight finally revealing his face. It was him, yet not him. His once boyish smile had hardened. A scar traced his jawline. "I kept my promise," he said, pressing the pendant into her palm. "But I didn't come alone." A rustle in the darkness, footsteps, shadows moving beneath the baobab's branches. Zuri's heart pounded. "Who's there?" she asked. Ayo's gaze flickered toward the trees. "Run!" he whispered. Zuri's legs finally obeyed her. She turned and ran, her breath ragged, the pendant clutched tightly in her palm. Behind her, Ayo fought against the shadows, his fists swinging wildly. But they were too many, too strong. Then, his voice raw with desperation. "Please, save me. You hold the secret." Zuri's heart clenched, but she didn't stop. She couldn't. A monstrous roar filled the night. The creatures laughed, a deep guttural sound that sent chills down her spine. "You didn't tell her the bargain," one sneered before vanishing into the darkness, dragging Ayo with them. Zuri stumbled through the village gates, breathless. She collapsed against her door, the pendant burning against her skin. But as she gasped for air, the ground beneath her trembled. Something had followed her home.
Zuri felt it, the presence. Something had followed her. She kept calm, though fear crawled up her spine. Inside her house, she gathered her courage and called out, "Who's there?" From the shadows, a dark figure with glowing red eyes emerged. Its voice was deep, yet strangely soothing. "It's me. Do not be afraid. I am not here to hurt you. My name is Arunmila," the spirit said. "I am your guardian, and I am here to help you." Zuri's breath steadied, but her heart still raced. "Help me? With what?" The spirit's gaze darkened. "Ayo is in danger." This all started when he arrived in the city. A sudden, thunderous blast hammered the walls. Dust and debris filled the air. Arunmila's eyes flashed. "They are here." Zuri coughed, eyes wide in terror. "Who? What is here?" she cried. The spirit turned sharply. "There's no time for this. If you want to live, follow me now." Arunmila raised his hand, tracing a glowing symbol in the air. A swirling portal of blue and gold light burst open before them. The house trembled as another blast shook the ground. "No more time. Follow me," the spirit commanded. Zuri hesitated for only a second before stepping through. In an instant, they emerged in Nyoka's Vale, a mystical land shrouded in eternal twilight. Giant, glowing trees stretched toward a sky filled with swirling constellations. The air hummed with unseen energy, and the ground shimmered beneath their feet like liquid silver. Zuri's breath caught. "Where are we?" Arunmila's glowing eyes fixed on her. "Nyoka's Vale. We must find the eyes of Earth. Only with them can you reach Ayo and save him." Zuri turned to him. "Then let's go." But the spirit shook his head. "You must do this alone." Zuri's stomach twisted. "What? What? I cannot help you much here. This place tests only the chosen." "Hurry, Zuri, time is running out." Zuri swallowed hard, her grip tightening around the pendant. Then she ran. The path ahead twisted like a serpent, vanishing into the glowing mist. Suddenly, the ground beneath her cracked. A deep, echoing whisper filled the air. "You should not have come." Zuri froze. The mist shifted, revealing something moving in the distance. To be continued in episode 6. Follow for more.